Good morning, guys. It is just about 9:40 on Wednesday, what is the date today? 28th. Spent the morning enjoying our coffee, getting some work done. So I spent last night probably about 3 hours redoing my website. I realized I needed a hub for all of like the information, all the stuff that I offer, I guess. So I had a website a while ago before we moved, and I wasn't utilizing it. And so I realized I need something. I need an email list. I need ways for people to have access to all the stuff that I offer. This is what it looks like. So is the home page, and when you get to the home page, you know, we have 3 super easy ways to kind of get connected and get started. First one's the email list. Super easy. Next is the macro consult. Basically, you fill out a form and I will figure out your macros for you, and then coaching. So kind of revamped it, made it super simple to navigate. You have your 3 options here. You know, if you click to the email list, it'll bring you down. You can get it on the email list, macro consult. You just fill out the form, I'll send it to me, and then based on all this information, I can figure out your starting macros for whatever your goal is. From there, you can go to coaching, and kind of outlines coaching. There's an application form, so you fill all this out, get sent to me, I'll review it, and kind of get back to you with what I think is the best course of action. So it's not just like, oh, sign up for 3 months. It's like, you don't, as the client, you don't pick, or I mean, obviously you can pick, but it's not like, I want to do 3 months without any rhyme or reason. Like, there has to be a reason for the duration of the program. Like, obviously, if somebody wants to lose 40 pounds, it's probably not going to happen in 3 months. So based on what you tell me, what your goal is, what your timeline is, all your information, I kind of take all of that and recommend the best duration program, the best kind of program for you, and then we kind of go from there. So with that being said, I believe I have 3 coaching spots open right now. So if you are interested, I will link my website below. Go on, check it out, subscribe to my email list, but definitely that's free. That doesn't cost anything, but that's the easiest way to stay connected with me. So be sure to head on over and do that. So in addition to that, I'll have programs that I design up there, and just it's gonna be the hub of information for all of you guys. So that's what I've been up to.
Hi.
Hey. Like I said,
I don't know what to do.
It's 9:40. What do you mean?
These colors.
Oh, so she's putting together a Facebook community for her Yam fam. Free Facebook community. So just basically, again, another place to go and like post what you're doing that day, or your PRs, or like if you have any questions, or just she's creating just this community, which is awesome. So she's putting together like the Facebook banner right now, but she's having trouble figuring out the colors, which is hard. It's a hard part of it, making sure the colors.
You don't think it's too much?
I would make welcome to the smaller. Yeah. So like I said, it's about 9:40. We are gonna try and go to the gym a little bit earlier today, since it is supposed to pour later. So although they said it was supposed to we were supposed to have a flood watch yesterday, but it didn't rain at all. So we'll see what happens today. But yeah, that's the plan. We want to go a little bit earlier today. Shoulders and arms. Got to eat something. Show you what I'm eating. Oh, woke up today 225.6, the exact same as yesterday. So hopefully it drops tomorrow. Fingers crossed. All right, so we just took the dogs out for their morning walk. They are good. They peed and pooped, so they should be all set. Making a pre-workout meal, getting ready to head off to the gym in probably, what, half an hour, babe?
Yeah.
Leaving in, so it's almost 11. Typically we don't go until like 1 or 2, but we're gonna try and get out of here by like 11:30. So for a pre-workout meal, I am having some oatmeal mixed with some protein energy. So this is basically whey protein just mixed with a little bit of caffeine. Trying that out, tried it last night, it's pretty good. Trying my oatmeal today. So tip with mixing protein into your oatmeal is mix the protein before you cook the oatmeal. So put the protein in with the oatmeal when you cook it. I find that if you cook the oatmeal and then put the protein in afterwards, it's very hard to mix, and then for some reason, for me, it just doesn't, the texture is not the same. So add it all together in the bowl, and then add the water, put it in the microwave, cook it, stir it up. I find that it just mixes together a lot easier instead of having the oatmeal cooked and then adding in the powder and trying to mix it in. So that's my tip of the day. So whatever protein you use, just mix it in before. Probably gonna add some honey in here. So there are 17 carbs per serving. And right now without the honey, I'm at 27 protein, 54 carbs, 5 fat. So if I add 17 carbs to that, that's what, 70-ish? 70 carbs, which is pretty good for pre-workout, especially having a little bit of complex, a little bit of simple to kind of get the energy up. So with that being said, gonna eat this, then get ready to the gym. Today we have shoulders and arms. Yes, yesterday was chest and back. Shoulders and arms today, coming at you. All right guys, just got here to the gym. Starting off with 3 sets of 15 on the upright row. Fairly light. Basically, it's my pre-exhaust today, getting blood flowing. In addition, what I'm gonna take right now is about 1 gram of salt. So sodium is gonna have a big impact on your pump, your blood flow. So I'm just playing around with it, seeing how my body reacts. So I'm gonna keep going with the workout. It's gloomy here. Weather's definitely affecting my mood a little bit, but we're gonna get through it. Alright guys, just finished up with the workout. Went really well today. felt really good. I went a little bit heavier than I normally would have. Typically I start off with like one heavier exercise and really focus on tempo. Today I actually did 3. I did the seated machine plate loaded shoulder press, I did the shrug, and then I did the barbell overhead press. So typically with my heavy movements I stick below 8 reps, really focus on the tempo. So instead of doing like 1, I did 3 today, and then focus on a little bit more blood flow at the end. So overall, very happy with it. But what I want to talk about today is not necessarily shoulders, but triceps. So I want to talk about this because I saw somebody doing this wrong, and I see it done wrong a lot, and that is the tricep kickback. So I'm going to go through a little bit of physics with you guys real quick, and try and make it as straightforward and as easy to understand as possible. But bear with me, I hope you understand. So typically how I see people do it, they'll kind of lean over a little bit, and then they'll start here. They'll basically flex their bicep, and they'll push all the way through, okay? Normal, you know, it seems normal. Let me see if I can bring this down a little bit. There we go. So this is the range of motion that you typically see right here, okay? Now what you have to understand is that throughout this range of motion, gravity is gonna pull on that dumbbell differently depending on where you're at in the motion. So it's gonna pull differently here, it's gonna pull differently here, it's gonna pull differently here, and then all the way back. So basically, if you think about, you're trying to stress the tricep, and the muscle is going to be worked most when gravity is pulling 90 degrees down, straight down towards the ground. All right, gravity pulls straight down towards the ground no matter what. So if you're here, it's going to be pulling down this way. If you're here, it's going to be pulling down this way. If you're here, it's going to be basically pulling down straight, and then when you're fully extended, it's going to be pulling down directly underneath the weight. And say you're right here, fully extended. That weight, if you think about right here, your arm is there, your forearm is there, but then your tricep is right here. Now that 90 degrees, it's not 90 degrees, it's quite a bit more. So what you need to do is actually make it so when you're fully extended, weight is pulling down 90 degrees, which means you need to drive that elbow back, and then when you're fully extended, boom, that means the weight's pulling straight down from your hand. I hope that makes sense. All right, so that weight essentially is just gonna pull differently on the dumbbell, therefore stressing the muscle differently. That's why a cable feels different than a dumbbell. That's why a barbell is gonna feel different than a dumbbell. All these weights are gonna affect your joints differently, which in turn affect your muscles differently. I feel like I understand what I'm talking about, but that might not be coming off completely clear. So leave a comment below if you do have any questions, but just understand that that weight is gonna pull on the muscle most when it's 90 degrees from the ground, okay? When it's pulling 90 degrees straight down towards the ground in relation to the joint that you're working, okay? So again, instead of doing a tricep extension like this, when the weight isn't really gonna be acting on the tricep until maybe right there, and right there you're fully extended, but that weight has just barely begun to act on the muscle. So if you really wanna make that weight work and act on the muscle most, pull that elbow back, extend, start here, and then extend all the way. That means you're getting much more of a contraction, and that weight's gonna act on the muscle quite a bit more than it would if your arm is forward. So I hope that made sense. I know it can be a little bit tricky learning about that, but just understand that the weight's gonna act on your muscle and the joint differently depending on where you're at in the motion. So with that being said, gotta get out of here, finish off with 10 minutes of cardio, and gotta go eat and then head off to work. So I'll catch you guys at home. Made it back home now, had to stop at Kroger on the way home to pick up a few more things. I had to pick up some ground chicken and some broccoli and some regular chicken. But making our late lunch now, it's 3:45. So made some chicken salad. This is more of like a curry chicken salad today. Used mustard and tossed in some turmeric as well.
You put turmeric in there?
Mm-hmm.
Slam's Abby?
So more of like an Indian style curry chicken salad. So gonna toss that to the chicken salad. Gonna put it in 2 of the Joseph's pita breads. All right, so basically gonna cut these in half, fill each side, and I'm gonna basically have 4 separate little sandwiches. Also gonna put some kale in there for some greens. So since I think that talk about the whole tricep thing was a little bit long, I'm gonna cut off the vlog right here. So I'm gonna finish up today and show you guys tomorrow's weigh-in, and then that'll be it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I know it was quick. I want to keep these vlogs as quick as possible, as short as possible, to keep them more engaging instead of having them longer over the course of like 2 full days and have them be like 20+ minutes long. So let me know what you thought. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. I appreciate everybody's support. Go check out my new website as well. Subscribe to my email list. It's gonna be the easiest way to keep up to date with everything I have going on as far as new programs and coaching spots and a bunch of stuff. And there's gonna be a lot of stuff coming out soon, so you're not gonna wanna miss it. Head on over to my website and sign up for my email list. So again, please comment below with any questions you might have, and I will see you guys in the next one.